Alright, what is up, everybody? Exciting day today, obviously. Finally, oh god, this is tight. New camera. Now we're real YouTubers. Decided to upgrade our setup to a nice new little GoPro. So hopefully audio's better, camera quality's better, everything's better now. Hopefully. And sorry for no upload yesterday, so we'll probably do a double upload at some point. We'll see. But hey, let's just get right into this video. Today we are doing the BRZ, or Subaru BRZ, the start of our two-door roadster, coupes, whatever you want to call them. The other ones are as follows: 370Z, Mazda Miata, Fiat 124, 127, one of those, and then the Audi TT. Now, Audi TT might sound like a little bit of a weird one, but we want to do kind of low end with your Mazda and your high end with your Audi. So, got them both. Now, little facts about the BRZ. Let's just do the standard horsepower torque. 205 horsepower, up from 200. Wow. And then our torque is like 180, 190, maybe it hit 200, not sure. Sorry, it's actually kind of warm for once. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, BRZ. One of 3 cars that are the exact same, which is somewhat interesting. So you got your Subaru BRZ, got your Scion FRS, and you got your Toyota 86. All 3 of those are the exact same car. Not a lot of people know that, but then again, not a lot of people know about the car itself. Now, I bet most people on here probably know what it is, but I have personally met a few people, some of my friends, that I say my favorite car ever is a Subaru BRZ, and they go, what is that? And I show them, and then they go, wow, that thing's wicked, I want one too. Why do they do that? Because the car looks better than everything else. Anything on this list, it looks better than. It's my favorite of this class of vehicle. I mean, it's no supercar or anything, it's no crazy, super fast, blah, 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 but nothing looks better than it to me, especially for the 25 all the way up to, I believe you can get them up to $35,000. So it's not a very utilitarian vehicle, so when you buy one, you got to make sure that that is what you want and what you're willing to live with on a day-to-day basis, which in a world of ever-growing SUVs and CUVs and everything that starts with a V, it's getting a bit more rare for people to buy sports cars. I mean, how many Honda CR-Vs, Ford Edges, Nissan Murenos, all those do you see on the road? Tons and tons and tons. Or even smaller ones like Fits and Sparks, that kind of stuff. They're just becoming more popular. They're just easier for people to have friends, carry things, ferry their animals to wherever they go. So smaller two-door cars are becoming less and less common. And if you're I don't know, you're a kid in like college or something, sure, the sports car is cool, but your parents or your friends, whoever, probably are going to end up getting, or you're going to end up getting something a bit bigger with a bit more room, because it makes sense to have the capability to bring your friends around, stuff like that. So it's not weird that people aren't buying them, but it'd be cooler, because you don't see many of the Subaru BRZ or any one of those 3 out on the road, at least not in my area. They're very uncommon, which is sad. You know, I wish I could see something like them a bit more, but I can't. Sorry that this is so shaky. Not a lot I can do about it right now. Try and go for a better camera setup here soon, since I am currently using the mount from my old phone, which, you know what, maybe we'll just hold it from now on, you know, be like a real YouTuber. So not the most common vehicle on the road, but still a very much liked vehicle. Now hang on, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little used to this, making sure we're still recording. Yep, we are. Not used to being able to have like a touch screen and stuff on the back of it, and now holding it's probably not the best while trying to focus on the road, but you know, You make do with what you have. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. Subaru BRZ. If you do like the car, there is a slightly better version that you can get called the TS, and that version comes with things like a bigger wing, or not bigger wing, a wing, a nice big wang. You get, I believe, standard, just big old Brembo brakes. You get, I think, a front splitter. You get better suspension. So they took a car that turns very well, and they made it turn even better, which is a good and a bad. What do I mean by that? People that love BRZs have been wanting them to have more power. They've always had the same little non-aspirated 4-cylinder, making 200 horsepower. But 200 horsepower nowadays isn't really enough, especially in a growing age where, like, Corvettes have 755 and stuff like that, you know. It's not quite enough. So, I said so a lot. And we'll probably continue. Anyways. I probably said anyways a lot, too. Where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So, people would really like if Subaru would make a turbo version. Maybe something like their STI motor. That would be amazing. But with a car that already... Maybe not that it doesn't sell well, but that it doesn't really sell that many units. They're not going to put that much effort into it, which does make sense. It's just sad. So if someone was in the market for and what they really wanted was a nice 2-door little sports car, nothing crazy fast and nothing too crazy expensive, because this is a weird car that, like, if you're older and you're going for a 2-door sports car, and maybe, like, your kids are out of the house and stuff like that, and maybe you're finishing up on your mortgage loan, you have a bit more money to play with, you're probably going to go with something like Corvette, right? Some sort of midlife crisis car. But if you're a really young person, then you're going to go with something a bit more utilitarian, like a Honda CR-V, like a used one or something to haul your friends around. So the group that this car has been built for has kind of disappeared. You're looking at people probably in their earlier 20s or mid-20s, like 25 and stuff like that, 25, 26, 27. Maybe they found a good job and things like that, and they're wanting to buy themselves something a bit more fun. But especially when you can get a Mustang for the same price that has 300 horsepower, it's hard to justify going for the BRZ. So, there are a lot of options, and maybe the BRZ isn't the best one, but it is still one of my favorite cars of all time. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. Getting a call. My bad. But, anyways, I like the car a lot. I wish people would buy them, and if you're looking for a car like this that is in this specific group of tight little cool cars, nothing beats it, to me. Nothing beats the BRZ. And sadly it doesn't have like that big old racing history or anything, because it's kind of new. It's not like an Impreza where it's had years and years and years of being around. But if you get in one, and if you're able to drive it around, and you like a manual car, this is one of the only cars that I would get with a manual, since I really don't like manuals. But I like this car so much, and no one makes them. You can get an automatic in them, but dealers don't get automatic ones because you don't get this car to have an automatic, and I understand that. So I would obviously get a manual. But there's nothing more fun than a tiny little car that you can kind of throw around the corners, and something that will hug them down and things like that, especially with how wide and flat it is. It's got pretty good weight distribution, low center of gravity, things like that. So, again, turning is what it does, and it does that well. If straight line performance isn't necessary for you, and you want to have a bit more fun going around corners and things like that, BRZ all the way. All the way. Love this car. So that is it for the BRZ. That is it for this singled out. Again, new camera. Tell me how you guys like it. I like it a lot. Hopefully I can get this video uploaded in a reasonable amount of time. And as a little update, we're going to be starting the next episode of Detailing from Scratch tomorrow. So October 17th. So we should have the actual episode 1 come out, which will be really cool, and finally get that off the ground, and we'll continue like normal. So as always, like, comment, subscribe, like any other YouTube channel. Really does help, blah, blah, blah. But the rest of you, have a good day.